Najenda is a team leader of the Night Raid and also a former general of the Empire. She was once an ally to Esdeath, though she defected the Empire when she learned how corrupt it is. She also has an organic Taigu called Susanoo. Even though Susanoo was a Taigu, he was introduced as the new member of the Night Raid since he can function as a human. So, on this video, I will include the Captain Najenda and his Taigu Susanoo. So, here are the list. Najenda wears an eye patch and also wears a black suit that usually shows her cleavage. She also has a boyish appearance and sometimes thought to be a male. Her peers gave her the nickname the Hunk of the Rebellion. Her right eye and right arm has been destroyed by Esdeath during an ambush when the Empire found out that she has defected. They had Esdeath kill her, but luckily she was able to escape, but with injuries. Every member of the Night Raid has their Taigu. Pumpkin was owned by Mine, but previously it was owned by Najenda, and she eventually gave it to Mine. Keep in mind though that the Taigu must have the certain affinity for it to function properly. Then later on the series she got Susanoo from the Revolutionary Army headquarters.
Said Susanoo had been in hibernation for quite some time. He felt my presence and activated.
As a woman, she has her secrets and insecurities. It was shown that every time she was thought to be a man, she gets agitated, and also when her age is brought up.
Not only a great leader, but also a good man.
A man?
As a leader, she always thinks about the goals. She was so focused on leading the rebellion that she forgot to look at the other man and let herself fall in love. Although she admits that she will consider starting a relationship with Lubbock after the conflict is over. According to her, after she lost her right arm and right eye, she can only use about 40% of her original strength. Also, that is the reason why she couldn't use Taigu.
He shouldn't be all that draining. Even with all my injuries, I can still use him.
On the manga, it was mentioned that she ended up adopting a child after the war is over, though she remained single for the rest of her life. This could be because of Lubbock. She never get over Lubbock's death. She even keeps Lubbock's goggles as a memento.
So there's no telling how much longer my body will hold out.
His Taigu Susanoo has a trump card called Evil Soul Manifestation. Susanoo will gain more powerful, though he needs his owner's life energy to do so. It was also known that the owner, which in this case is Najenda, can only use the said trump card 3 times, and the user will eventually meet her death. Though Najenda was able to use the said ability 3 times without even dying. Well, that is because Susanoo also used some of his powers.
I have no regrets.
Susanoo.
I bid you farewell.
All of the original members of the Night Raid are introduced on the first episode of the anime except the boss Najenda. She was introduced to the audience on episode 2. Most of the anime boss we see goes to the battlefield, while Najenda, on the other hand, rarely do. As such, she was more like a supporting character than a main character.
Boss! I'm off to the Revolutionaries' main base. I'm thinking they'll need the weapons we...
She does not like Yatsufusa or March of the Dead, which was owned by Kurome. She feels that it disrespects the dead. The voice actor for Najenda on Japanese was Risa Mizuno. She also voiced Koro. Though on the English dub, Koro and Najenda had 2 different voice actors. Lots of fans does not like the character development of Najenda. She was the leader of the Night Raid, an important person who revolted against the Empire and saw how crappy the Empire is. She even has little airtime, not appearing in most battles. She will only appear if the Night Raid needed a strategy or needed a push to win. She could have participated more in battles or had more interactions. She even survived the last battle despite her lack of importance. Susanoo is an all-in-one Taill. He was meant to accompany the higher members of the Empire when they go on a long journey. He will act as a cook, a medic, and a bodyguard. When Susanoo was recruited, he doesn't understand human nature very well. He only works for Nightwraith because Najenda instructed him to. But as time goes by, he develops a bond with the Nightwraith to the point that he sacrificed his own life just so his friends can escape.
In years as an Imperial Arms, my time with this group has been the most fun I've ever had.
Out of all the Nightwraith members, Susanoo by far has the most destructive capabilities. He was able to take out whole armies and also powerful danger beasts. Since he was a Taill, he would be at least 1,000 years old. Although he was a Taill, when he battled as Death, he was recognized by her as a warrior rather than a Taill.
I will forever remember it as the name of a legendary warrior and not an Imperial Arms.
Many of the fans think that Susanoo is just a replacement for Bulot, since Susanoo appeared after Bulot's death. Bulot was a strong character and that was established early on. With him gone, there was no strong male character on the series, and that is when Susanoo was introduced. He was also a major character even if he was only a Taill. He was one of the major characters that the past has not been revealed. Yes, his previous master probably died and he is almost 1,000 years old, but that's about it. We didn't even know how he got into the hands of the revolution and how Najenda found him. Susanoo's name is a reference to the Shinto god Susanoo. In Japanese mythology, Susanoo is a powerful storm god of summer. Susanoo's trump card Magatama Manifestation, Mirror of Yara, and Ame no Murakumo are based on the 3 sacred treasures of Japan. These represent 3 primary values. Ame no Murakumo, also known as Kusanagi, represent valor, Mirror of Yara represent wisdom, and Magatama represent benevolence. Peace out.